Hey everybody. I know that I haven't been on in a while. There's just been so much craziness going on. So I've been trying to just chill. So I'm coming to you with the No Cap Sunday update for the day. So I'm trying to get comfortable. I was just eating an almond joy, so because I've been fasting. So when it's time for me to eat, I want to eat something. Okay. So it comes from our sermon today came from Luke 14 verses 28 through 30. And the title was Making Good Sound Choices or Decisions, one or the other. Okay. It was a really good sermon. This was the second Sunday. And so it's youth focused, but it's also really good for us as adults. And some of the things that the pastor talked about were really good. I've noticed a trend here with the sermons that he's doing with the children. It's second Sunday, and it's more children specific. We have a lot of teenagers at our church. Well, the majority of the children are teens. Okay, and so it's kind of centered around making good choices. Um, like the sermon that was failure is not fatal. That one was a good one. Just for kids so that they can kind of, although they don't think they're kids anymore, they think they got a grasp on life, and that's one of the things that he touched on today. It's really good topics to discuss with them, making good sound choices. One of the things that he touched on is how we have the Holy Spirit to guide us in our decisions, and that it's very possible to make good choices. Okay, but that sometimes good choices aren't necessarily the most convenient choice. They're not the easiest choice, and they don't come without sacrifice. But making bad decisions definitely comes with a higher price. Okay. And I think that us that are adults, we definitely know that. When you make a good decision, sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable. It may not be exactly the way you thought things would be. But when you make that bad choice, the cost is far more higher than it would ever have been if you would have made a good choice in the first place. Okay. Consulting with God and letting his spirit guide you in all your decisions that you make. What's interesting is he talked about how we use the term something told me. Okay. Well, that's the spirit of God talking to you, trying to um guide you on the path that makes sense. Okay. Even if it doesn't make sense to you at the time, is what God is, saying is the best choice for you. Something else that he touched on that was really good. Everything that looks good to you is not necessarily a good thing. He used um the analogy of when he was younger, and I remember this a little bit. They purchased a specific type of car, no research on it, no making sure, seeing, any type of views on what type of car it was, if it was a good car or not, but it looked good. And but it was a piece of crap car. Okay. So it wasn't a good car. um but it looked good. And so a lot of the things that he talked about with young people, especially, it looks good to them. They think that it's a good thing for them, and everything that we see that's good, that looks good to our eyes, or and whether it be physically or even a business deal or monetary gain, it's not always what's for us. Okay, it's not the good thing, the good step to make. Something else that he talked about was how a lot of times we feel like we already got it all pegged. Okay, especially teenagers. If you are someone that has ever raised a kid or has a teenager living with you, I promise you probably have heard the phrase, I know, I don't know how many times, when you're talking to your child. Okay, I know. And it's enough to make you just want to shake them because they don't know. Okay. And you know that they don't know because of your own experiences. You know how things are going to turn out. Okay. Because you thought you knew too. Um, and how important it is to listen to good sound advice. Okay. Good sound, spiritual led advice, because often, God sends others. This is what I got from this. Sends others to give you that good sound advice, just in case you're not hearing him clearly. Okay, you're not hearing him. Um, I think this was a really good sermon for all of us. Although like I said, it was youth focused, it was really good for us because even as adults, we often don't make good decisions for our life. It could be a relationship. When I say relationship, it could be friendship, a intimate relationship, whatever. It can be even with our spiritual relationship with God. Sometimes we don't make good decisions when it comes to how we move about life. Okay? We have to make good decisions on investments. If you make a bad investment, whether it be monetary or, again, um, relationship wise, you are going to feel the effects of that. And it's important for our kids to learn early that their decisions have a lasting effect on their life. So many of us, when we get older, we can look back and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. If I would have done things a little differently, then this would have turned out this way. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. But you can do your best to teach someone else to not hopefully get in that same rut that you got into. Okay? Um, so that is what I have for the No Cap Sunday update. As you hear, the family's getting louder. The baby just got here. And so we are about to eat. I hope that everybody's having a good weekend and that you're staying safe out there. And I will be back recording regularly after today, if not today again. All right. Have a good one.